Storytime: The Illusionist's Mind. Once upon a time, there was a magician named Max who suffered from mental illness. He was autistic and had difficulty communicating with others. His social anxiety often led him feeling isolated and misunderstood. Despite his struggles, Max was a talented magician. He had a gift for captivating audiences with his illusions and tricks. When he was on stage, his mental illness seemed to disappear, and he was able to fully immerse himself in his performance. The applause and recognition he received from his audiences were like medicine to Max. They gave him a sense of validation and acceptance that he rarely experienced in his daily life. However, when Max wasn't performing, his mental illness would come crashing back in. He would often retreat to his room and spend hours practicing his tricks or obsessing over every detail of his performance. His anxiety and depression would leave him feeling overwhelmed and exhausted. Max's condition worsened over time, and he began to have difficulty distinguishing reality from fantasy. His illusions would seep into his daily life, and he would often find himself lost in his own world. Despite the challenges he faced, Max refused to give up on his passion for magic. He continued to perform, even as his mental illness threatened to consume him. As Max's fame grew, so did his isolation. He became increasingly paranoid and withdrawn, convinced that those around him were out to get him. His relationships with others suffered, and he struggled to form meaningful connections. In the end, Max's mental illness proved to be too much to bear. He passed away alone, surrounded only by his magic props and illusions. But his legacy lived on, as his performances continued to captivate audiences long after he was gone. Max's story is a reminder that even in the face of adversity and mental illness, one can find solace and validation in their passions and talents. However, it also serves as a warning of the dangers of isolation and the importance of seeking help and support when needed.